Hello world and welcome back to another day of iOS game development. Um, so yesterday was working on levels a little bit, and then I also worked on starting to work on a little bit of art. Now I'm by no means a good artist at all. I do think I'm not very good at Blender either, but I think the general idea seems a little easier to me in Blender, working with 3D models over just trying to create two-dimensional art. And I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna maybe try to create the cheese in 3D and then see if I can make it look drawn. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet, but I was thinking about it. But yeah, so I started on art a little bit, but today I'm mainly gonna work on getting the get some levels laid out that are halfway playable, and then I can run through them and test them a little bit more. I also want to see if I can make it so like make level components, right? So like here's a certain pattern of a level, like here's a coin pattern, or here's the other thing, and I can easily just kind of compose them, if that makes sense. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to work on levels and see if I can make the whole level design easier or quicker. And then easier because then I can quickly change things out if I'm like, that's not working. But yeah, pretty much the game, like all the major components I think are there and working. So it's really just getting the levels laid out, getting the art, and then kind of when I get the art in there, I'll need to add some like animation sequences, like a walk cycle animation, because like my character's moving, but he's just a color, right? So add enemies with animations, and then when you know, like an enemy gets you and you game over, like some kind of animation there before the screen pops up. Like there's little things that need to be added, a little polish. But pretty much everything else, I think pretty much everything is there. So um, all I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I'll try to maybe like throw up a little like cutaway here and show a little bit, just like a basic idea of what I'm doing in Affinity to create the art. So I'm using obviously Steamboat Willie as a reference, as that film should be public domain, and I'm trying to, I'm sticking very closely to that film, and then I'm not going to use any names or it's called Steamboat Jump is the game, but I'm not going to use any character names, so it'd be the unnamed mouse, right? But yeah. What else was I going to? Oh, yeah, hopefully at some point in this video I'll cut away. You'll still hear me jabbering about something. But show a little bit. So I use Affinity Designer, and then I use like the pin tool, and then you can go and adjust kind of and control, make special shapes. So you can kind of control the thickness and stuff. And yeah, that's kind of how I try to pull off art. All just gonna be vector shapes, and then I can export them. If I do pull off the 3D cheese, let me know if you want to see a video on that, or if I'll just cut to like stuff that I'm working on that too. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what I'm working on today. So stay tuned, and hopefully over the next few days I'll actually start showing, or maybe if I get enough level design today, I'll start showing some level layout, and then we'll slowly start adding some art to it, and then hopefully get everything ready and see if I put up a pre-order page or just launch it as soon as I get it done. But it's coming together, I think, so stay tuned.